4 years or so na yedaswa ejina eyeyera Ken Oforiata ensemwa ekoso no eso enumu na ye investigative journalist anidin ede Manase Azuri ede ababeto dwase eyeche a ice for eche eyeyera Ken Oforiata no. Little did we know say there is more to it baby na Oforiata woni ade nyina no through Manase Azuri waba baby yes revelation in mind you Manase Azuri esha ase ede nsem bi tutu dwa efa kenoforiata ho krampo ansa na ice for eba beche no efa ne nkrata asemu odi kai ebeka say kenoforiata enche February na eye ne visa wode ekọ eye US no visa no expire entina Ghana fo bebre na ehwe se be no kra enu ompo January a ene ehun se ice aba betebri now this same person were more details about how kenoforiata was arrested efia no wo mu baby a no wo kwan a ye fa so eso ni mu nyina no wabe make that revelation ni nyina out ebusia yenko na yenko tie se de Manase Azuri edisa nsem wi etudwa.
When he was emerging from this building, the ICE officials or agents just surrounded him, moved him to the car, and then drove him away to the detention center that he is at now.
This news of his detention, there's some information you've been picking up and digging on that. Tell us about it.
Yes, I have had sources that witnessed the arrest of Ken Oforiata, and the sources say he was arrested in Washington, D.C. on the morning of Tuesday, January 6, 2026. And then the information is that this wasn't like those organized raids by ICE at specific places. It looked as if they had gone in specifically for him, because the sources say that as soon as he emerged from the entrance of the building, they moved in, surrounded him, got him into the car, and then drove him away. And if you look at the place where he was arrested, it is about 89 miles from where he's detained now. That's about an hour and 30 minutes drive. So that was how it occurred in Washington, D.C. And then there is also the specific location where he was arrested. There is a luxury apartment complex in Washington, D.C., located on the 1111 24th Street in Washington, D.C., and the building is called the Westlight Apartment Complex. And then his son has been spotted in this building, his wife too. As to whether he's bought it or he's renting it, they cannot say, but this is where Ken Oforiata has been living. It's a luxury apartment at the west end of Washington, D.C., and some prominent people have lived in this place. The most prominent official who has lived in this building, the immediate past Vice President of the U.S., Kamala Harris, had a 2-bedroom condo in this apartment. And when she became the vice president and was moving out, this property was listed and sold at $1.89 million. That's a 2-bedroom apartment in this building owned by Kamala Harris. Was listed in April 2021, and then it was eventually sold for almost $2 million. And this is in a prime location with very good security, and it's just about a 20-minute walk from the White House. And this sources say this work Ken Oforiata has been living in the US until Tuesday morning, when he was emerging from this building. The ICE officials or agents just surrounded him, moved him to the car, and then drove him away to the detention center that he is at now.
Abusianfo eni eyekoti ye no yankasa investigative journalist Manase Azuri ena wode sa ensem we eto monten so efa kwan a aisefo ekokoche Ken Ofori-Atta. So as you can see on the screens, wono ena de sa tweet we eto honom. Or say Ken Ofori-Atta was arrested at the entrance of the Westlight apartment complex in Washington DC where he lived. It's located at 124th Street, NW. Former U.S. Vice President Kamala Harris lived in the Westlight building before becoming VIP. Intuition say about say a dino and say apartment na yera Ken Ofori-Atta ye chema na watimu ewo US no eno ene that screens no esonti ye chema sa a dine we ya so na ade the Vice President, the former Vice President anase Mami Kamala Harris na eho ena no te ansa no be Vice President. So that should tell you how lavishly Ken Ofori-Atta was living in the United States. I nay yede akwa tebrino edena akwa mana akwa di ice for ensem. Well, Ken Ofori-Atta ensem we esobusianfo Attorney General asanso the Deputy Attorney General Dr. Justice Swemsia wabekasa ediafa Ken Ofori-Atta ne visa ensensema eda monten a amanfo eka ho nsem no ebie na ensema Dr. Justice ede atodwa ni nyina ne se wochema Ken Ofori-Atta has speculated say February nanka ne visa ebe expire ewo US no enya de a nokre na ade a amane che a ya che no ewo ice no so important the fact say ne visa we kra no na wode ete US no ade a US are buying a revoke visa no somewhere in June. And our more no akwanya say ya revoke visa ne dia ye na ko ment na krodwe mu ha bi mesanse se wonni nkrata ubetimi e de atena US oman emu so kamia ye se yera Ken Ofori-Atta ebubu na so gusu yi enunti ena ice foi ekohia no ne aboboa no pe etebiri no ede no ekoye ye begibre na yakwa kotie ensem a Dr. Justice editu dwa efa nsem na ekoso efa Ken Ofori-Atta ne visa because according to some people and I say according to ensema investigative journalist Manase Azuri awuni edebetu dwa before crown sana ice for eba bechina na manfo bebre say oh by February Ken Ofori-Atta be stranded amasebe ono ene bepre abagana because oni nkrata o debetna US no. Dr. Justice Chema, it is not true. No kwa woman say Ofori-Atta ankasa deda nyina wonam US no. Woni nkrata say June 2025 afie twemu no na ye revoke ne nkrata a wode ete US mine no emuntu wote wanyina no ye beka ne se wakwakwye se illegal immigrant wo kro no eso enti rather than send ne visa ana ne nkrata ebe expire 2025 June no eno enye nokre na emo nkrata de ni na wonye den oni bi so it could be say enunti na ice for ekokotebri na sabe de woda so a ewo ice for akache said the medical ekan no the Deputy Attorney General Justice Dr. Justice Swemsia and this ensem we etudwa yenkwane nkotie ensem a wode to monten so. Ebusa mo bibi akwaba enfambra Pinax TV so na me ne wo kase ensem bebre na eje atese e wo Ghana hanum si ni nyina efa eye yera Ken Ofori ata ehun sabe ya me ne wo kase yera Manase Azuri awoye investigative journalist waba mbonten so e de nsem bia ba betudwa efa eye Ken Ofori ata chi aye no ewo US asabe woda so ewo ice for akache wotwemu se bia ye che eye Ken Ofori ata no na apartment a wotimu ewo the United States eho entrance enema wo mo ekokote biri no intuition screens ni so a we ensema Manase Azuri edituja or say Ken Ofori Atta was arrested at the entrance of the Westlight apartment complex in Washington DC where he lived. It's located at 111 24th Street NW. Former US Vice President Kamala Harris lived in the Westlight building before becoming a VIP. Into no trema a former Vice President Kamala Harris na eho enanote ansana wo ba be Vice President ede ama US minor man different to be building no eno ene wase o yetwemu se sa building ni entrance a ena wo mo ekokoche Ken Ofori Atta metre ice for ekoche na wo mo ede no ekoto wo mo akache na chese from all angles and as from all indication no Ken Ofori Atta was living a very luxurious life. It's as a osha apartment na a whole former vice president etimu ansana wo free mu akọ diana. It should tell you say Ken Ofori Atta was living good and living well. Now so according to Manase Azuri awuni ne de sa edan we ya gate na no pe na wo mo ekoya wo mo ekotebiri eye Ken Ofori Atta ede no ekoye nkotie ensem a wode tu dwafa we nyina eho.
This news of his detention, there's some information you've been picking up and digging on that. Tell us about it.
Yes, I have had sources that witnessed the arrest of Ken Ofori Atta, and the sources say he was arrested in Washington, D.C. on the morning of Tuesday, January 6, 2026. And then the information is that this wasn't like those organized raids by ICE at specific places. It looked as if they had gone in specifically for him, because the sources say that as soon as he emerged from the entrance of the building, they moved in, surrounded him, got him into the car, and then drove him away. And if you look at the place where he was arrested, it is about 89 miles from where he's detained now. That's about an hour and 30 minutes drive. So that was how it occurred in Washington, D.C. And then there is also the specific location where he was arrested. There is a luxury apartment complex in Washington, D.C., located on the 1111 24th Street in Washington, D.C., and the building is called the Westlight Apartment Complex. Westlight Apartment Complex. And my sources say this is where Ken Ofori Atta has been living in the US. And then his son has been spotted in this building, his wife too. As to whether he's bought it or he's renting it, they cannot say. But this is where Ken Ofori Atta has been living. It's a luxury apartment at the west end of Washington, D.C., and some prominent people have lived in this place. The most prominent official who has lived in this building is the immediate past Vice President of the U.S. Kamala Harris had a 2-bedroom condo in this apartment, and when she became the Vice President and was moving out, this property was listed and sold at $1.89 million. That's a 2-bedroom apartment in this building owned by Kamala Harris. Was listed in April 2021, and then it was eventually sold for almost $2 million. And this is in a prime location with very good security, and it's just about a 20-minute walk from the White House. And this sources say this where Ken Ofori Atta has been living in the US until Tuesday morning, when he was emerging from this building. The ICE officials or agents just surrounded him, moved him to the car, and then drove him away to the detention center that he is.
Enti according to Manasseh Azuri ni de na chese ICE for ekotwa Kenoforiata apartment ya na wotimui wo eye kuro no so no mkotwa ne huhia ya wo mutebiri no de no ekoye. So that was how Kenoforiata was abducted wo mo de ne kopie mo wo ICE for akache. Now ensem we nyina ekoso no Manasseh Azuri apparently he happened to be the first person I was start to say what the tips about Kenoforiata etoto mountain. So wokoka say Kenoforiata February ayebosomi eda yenimu no e na Kenoforiata ne visa anke be expire nti da manfo bebre nim say February there Kenoforiata will find himself wanting na enipa dodo na ebosiri ye say yedanya ne visa expire there na che say he has no option than to come to Ghana. And I just say yenra February mo cry in March asem we atono na no na the deputy attorney general Dr. Justice edin semia babetuja edefa rumor be asem be rumor by Manasseh Azuri and what you say no cry wa asem ni nyina mu Ghana foreign affairs aye nhwehwemu na che say Kenoforiata enya dia asem ne visa expire na in June 2025 and a US are buying a revoke a yen in Krata where they ete a US mining and no much than say one more man a few period be say on free crone so June, July, August, September, October, November, December, January, and year woman not say it's been over 5 months. One more a check and for Riata say you revoke in Krata into the time I saw it was say we free a US mine and we yas what dino that's what they were and the ice for aqua tebrino yebeje bre na yetie and someone a year Dr. Justice our year the Deputy Attorney General ewo Ghana ha what they etuja yeba yebeto aso
the former finance minister. As at June 2025, that's last year, his visa got revoked. I know I have seen statements from people who said the visa expired.
I see. So as of June 2025, his visa was revoked.
Revoked. So it's not a question of expiration of visa.
No, so explain that, because there's some information about his visa expiring in February 2026. That's 14 February. I spoke to Manasseh a couple of days ago.
Take it for me.
That.
Take it for me.
Explain what do you mean.
The information we have from authentic sources is that his visa was revoked in 2025, June 2025. So he's been living in America without a visa, let me put it that way, for all this while.
Since June 2025.
That is the information we have.
His visa was revoked.
Yes.
So
it is not everything I can put to you, but it is just surprising that we have information from people out there, some purporting to be formal information, which is completely contrary to what the reality is.
Which is what, for instance?
Which is that visa did not expire.
True.
Visa got revoked.
That's what some of his persons who speak for him have been saying.
Precisely. So I'm saying that apart from extradition, there are other ways of making sure that persons
According to Dr. Justice Yenache say, it could be said it is related to a letter Ghana Foreign Affairs for Edekoma US for say aside extradition no there are other processes maybe into revoking the visa of the person no could also be one way or the other. Another way na US abino dealing with Ken Ofori-Atta. Now, let's move on to other issues and still on the United States. One thing that Ghanaians know very well, we know that a lot of Ghanaians have taken to the US or has enabled most Ghanaians to travel to the US is American lottery. I mean, if you are someone that is very conversant with this in Ghana, you would know that American lottery is something that a lot of Ghanaians look up to every year in order to allow them to travel. As you can see on the screens, this is coming from the travel.state.gov of the United States of America. It says the Department of State has paused all visa issuance to diversity immigrant visa applicants. There are no new announcements regarding DV 2027 at this time. So according to the information on the screen, meaning that this year 2027 apparently there is no way US is going to open up opportunities to countries that are eligible to apply for this diversity visa. And as it stands now, meaning a lot of Ghanaians and a lot of people from other countries across the globe, that are always relying on this diversity visa to travel outside their countries to America are not going to get that opportunity again. And according to the information released, this is to provide security and protection to the people of the United States as it stands now. So at this point, it is the end. I don't know if it is going to be for just the year 2027, but also maybe it will continue to other years. But according to the information coming from the travel.state.gov official website, or they are saying that with immediate effect, the Department of State has paused all the visa issuance to diversity immigrant visa application. And they're saying that a lot of people would want to know why. It says, why are diversity visa issuance being paused? The Department of the State is committed to ensuring that its visa process upholds the highest standards for US. Its visa process holds the highest standards for US national security and then public safety. So one thing they are really considering is the fact that their visa application process will be of higher standards as well as protect security and protect the people in the United States of America. So this action is being taken in light of concerns raised by the shooting at Brown University and killing of an MIT professor suspected to have been committed by an individual admitted to the United States through the DV program. So recently there was a shooting incident that happened at the Brown University where a Met professor was shot. And then, according to the information that has been released, the person that committed this crime is being suspected to be one individual that entered the United States of America through the DV program. It says this pause will allow the department to undertake a review of the screening and vetting protocols in the DV program. This review will address any vulnerabilities in the process to ensure the department can adequately establish the identity of aliens who are selected through the DV entry lottery, establish the applicant's visa eligibility, and ensure they do not present a threat to national security or public safety. So as you can see, the more consideration is being drawn on the fact that they want to be very rest assured that individuals that get through to the United States through the DV program are people that are of sane mind, they are of no threats, or they don't risk it bringing people in that will cause havoc and chaos and also tamper with the security of the citizens in the United States. So at this point, they want to halt every DV program and then take their time and then verify and review processes that individuals go through to get to the United States through the DV program. It says DV applicants may submit visa applications and attend DV DV and attend interviews, and the department will continue to schedule applicants for appointment, but no DVs will be issued. Existing diversity visa appointment generally will not be rescheduled or cancelled. So based on these, people are asking question, what happens to my visa interview appointment? So there are other people who have already gotten the appointment, who applied to go to the United States through this DV program and are already scheduled to go for visa interviews at their prospect embassies, and most of them want to know, so at this point, has my visa interview been cancelled? Am I no longer going to get the opportunity to enter into the United States of America again? What they are saying is that the visa applications and interviews will be attended duly, but the department would reschedule all these appointments again until everything is being done. So they will not be generally rescheduled. It says every existing diversity visa appointment generally will not be rescheduled or cancelled. So if you have a prospect date to go for a visa interview, that date still holds. You still have the opportunity to go for your interview, in as much as there is no more issuance or there is no new announcement for DV 2027 regarding this whole program. It says, does this affect my current valid visa? So this applies to people that already gotten their visa, maybe waiting for their date of traveling, get their tickets, and then move out of their prospect countries. It's saying that all these people, they have their visas on hold. Now let's see what the state is saying. It says that no diversity or other visas have been revoked as part of this guidance. For questions relating to U.S. admission, we refer you to the DHS. So, as you can see, there is no visa that has been cancelled with regards to this new issues that has been brought up. So, as you can see, this is what is being brought up by the visa authorities. Now, moving on to the next issue, popular activist Raf has been trending in Ghana for some time now. A recent issue the Reach Hospital ebema brante be trending any ade. And now Menewo Eka say Ababetoja say the brother of the president of the land, Ibrahim Mahama, yet say Ayadia, one more have the opportunity say one call ne garage na onko chusuka or pe na onyusu. Na ewo videos Ababeto and Mountain so abusia yebeji bre na yakwa koshe video of how all these things unfolded.
Excellency John Drawen Mama and the car bakuni bako society. Utim say no powerful. Ralph, Matthew say Ibrahim Mama si brabi bako. Ye no kre.
Ye didwa wa ha. Aha ye didwa.
Ye enti ye no kre.
Ye didwa wa ha.
De hin na Mama si be yi no.
Ye si ye mbe didwa wa ha.
De hin na Mama si be yi no.
Aha ye didwa. Se ye tre Ghana for se kasa papa wa ha. Enti say dem call rounds but me diet wa ha. E dem be bo apro no afa anu na gemi yi ne de wa ya di kokonsa tre Ghana for be mo ma betwa mada pa.
Yes, even na se me enti ye wa ha no, enu enti ni aba no. Yes be yi ba ako. Mampani be si be.
Ofra enra. O se Ralph beba. Ti de obetu so no.
Enu no obetu akadama.
Enu no obetu akadama.
Ana na nka no kwenta hwefo na se de wo ma ni ma yi. Ise mama ba obehwe wo anu aka so obehwe wo.
O be ya.
Mampani aba ono
o be ya ba nkofo kokontokwa.
Entokwa be.
O hwe de ope.
Wa bo adwuma to mo aka ya enye bone.
Tenu ante na wafra ni free akraba.
Senior ye ba e car CD e hu se mampani ta tra mi pa chetre mu fa ewura inside na chetre mu na e hu se ne car
ya hwefo be gasa me mfa no
mi pa cho bra he car no ma e His Excellency John Dramani Mama car no e bi ni Land Cruiser ye ta hu so tititi mu ada nana car no be chetre mu e emu ti say
we know if I say extreme package.
Okay.
Well, yes that
okay.
Okay. Man penny for and run nyanti yes o man penny enua ketua no Ibrahim
Mahama.
I was say Ralph mehwem
na onyi ba ko. Na mpacho GS be kire mu we ma unsa ketua bi sha ha no ye de ade no
4x4 no
4x4 no
yes be bia it me fa
Charlie hwe interior no
brand new
ka na nka obi antwi yo roof no so ayi wow and almost am so fridge bi wa say say na city freezer Utim bien wa na wa say so utim bien wa dan duru wa bia no so hey ka de ye tibi mu ne da bi mu ne ye tena bi mu I say push to start New features ben wo say can ntimi money pa no kre.
Ah Drew ugina chire kra ntimi mba chire.
Enti say me no ugina kwam na say top speed ban mo.
Ah be gina. One obi pra wa wuchi no. Na oba reverse no bi gina wa chi kra na ka na mba bi.
Ah nana ma men try bi ha de.
We nya bra
Nana ma men try bi. E o de gina kwam na me ma. E free port wo be ni even 1 week mpo. E free port wo be ni. Wo sha interior na no den. Ha, we say so. We say so fridge no so wa ha. Utin be inside. Utin be on side so. Where dey any 4 wheel long I'm there. They now say ntimi cut chamber bia obekọ no.
Ni
nyina obi for my phone. Ono so dey na wa ha no.
We saw head up display. Okwa speedometer ni.
The way Everton Mountain, so no, a lot of people had doubts. Say, oh, and no cray is just for content. Any idea? Apparently, there is another video. Everton Mountain, so it is being alleged. Say, Mercedes Benz S class and as upgrade. Yeah, they ama a year Rafa. This Benz is no amounted to over $100,000. Abeye a lot of conversation. Man for Chum said this Ralph was never an activist but an NDC supporter. Yankoshe video we Emra.
Ghana for Monshe Ralph Academy. Kana Ibrahim Mahama. Ibrahim two. All about the two nearby. We and a Benz next year. We have BM so. Ibrahim Mahama. Wow. Ghana for Ralph Kana Ibrahim Mahama Diamond Namitim. Now she can inside. Ghana for Monshe view. Kana bottom. Can inside new na seats na meeting them massa Ralph. Yes there. So we had the talk so. Can banana not show some wow. Anyway, ready at the Mahama Muchini Biana. I don't share Anna. Ralph ready as an Abakachi Ibrahim. Amen. 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 We are Sibia, we are Sonia, Amen. 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 Wow. Subia Wagin, Papa. Oh, your home. Said the yeah, and yet party some said NDC and MPP. Name, you believe me, said Nobubi, it was what the Enyan of Omobeka. The edge and on bets and send a bay and pay for so bad. I think said the ministry of non give you more coin. Now, who should be out here for the Amen. Yaba, Rafa, Bompire, my Ibrahim Mama. The Canada, Namishan or Sinamishan, the Canada, dear Mua bottom. It's immense so mamma for my said the Antoaso. Yes, sir, Yaba pay Ibrahim Mama said, maybe I may pick up. Because Ralph can or Jay and Monjagana for me. Kawe means me fan ko ye adwuma wo nwuram ko me kolon jani nwuram adwuma be na ko ga say et me pe car na pick up me say mon ka che ban mama say on pe pick up mama na me mfanya na odi car ni ma no agi car we betima to dan o true enjade no anye dan agi car because car we betima to dan didn't know per car we now on pedal. Say, your car, yabai. We should to Yaka say, oh, say Ralph, no, you're drinking on because a branch and the oil. I know what they I am 1 year money baby son that no be so after. Oh, and my thought then beats cantonment and oh, dear, material that National Cathedral and crowd. Yes, you will be a friend of a whistleblowers award. Yes, I do say a second Mahama crank or the mammy. Oh, bro, so. Your friends and us. Catch you down, pampa. I want one. And then you know, the mamma, dear Makai. And baby, I'll bet down on your blind mamma and this. Open this is your bandit for somebody. Ah, that's a Ghana for because I mama and this. Ghana for mom, show you mamma. Some because oh, now MPP Tana can send this by a said man, sir. It is said in your Rafu Cano. Any Ralph patch, I say, I can't be your better. It means to me, I said, so Ralph when your card, and this means to me, towns and Minaka. To me, slap a pay by him, Mamma, send me the means to me pay. pickup.
For yen sorry in some way so na chese sabre the conversation of who the best IGP is no ed da manfo anu a wo mo eka ho asem e bi tire say between IGP Dampare any yes Yohonu Christian Yohonu hwan and the best IGP. It is following the swift response to criminal issues and arrest of criminals e wo krom hanum say and ama manfo edisa boss body we ema yera Christian Yohonu. Somewhere in November 2024 and Adabraka robbery be ekọ so e wo jewelry shop a ebusianfo na echirema enipa wo mokọ boss a etutu asem no mo ye baako enan e na wo mo edwane ye na wo mo edwane ye a sebe ye hwe ya ne senka ebia ye betimi ehu ba bi omo fa ye ene sa bre no na IGP dampa semwe na nso nya de a ensa etimi eso wo mu emu ena mene wo eka say the Ghana Police Service for Eden Krata anase wo matwro nsem bi aba beto monten so wo mu chemu say sa enipa bonifo ya ekodi etutu asem ewo Adabraka no eyade a wo mu achi wo mu mienu entuhwe screens no so a emrantie mienu a yezo a wo mu by the Ghana Police for no womo ena womo eda screens no eso no na womo kirema emrantie yi baako edi Hamza agerego ane amafo bebre boje ne so anase edin a amafo bebre edi nim no nene boku ana Lambert ena diotoso mienu no nso ede Alhassan Aliazu wono nso bebre edin a womo edi nim no Arab man na womo kirema emrantie ade a Ghana Police for edi womo achi achepa womo apɛ womo a so womo achi womo ache na we dia bia ya womo ekohu womo no Ashaiman ye kirema Ashaiman en womo de womo ho akwakobo edwa enti wo hwe nsɛm a Ghana Police Service for edebeto emmonten so I will say please arrest 2 more suspects linked to Adabraka jewelry shop robbery, arms and ammunition recovered. Enti wo hwe screens na eno eneda ho no omo twemu se eyade a Ghana Police for achi suspect mienu a omo ho ebon Adabraka jewelry shop robbery so in the year November 2024 no ena omo twemu se etuo ne etuo abobane ade a womo de operations no eyade a womo nsa etimi akabi enti ba se a was the Ghana Police Service through the Office of the Special Operations Assistant to the Inspector General of Police has arrested 2 additional suspects in connection with the robbery of a jewelry shop at Adabraka. Enti omo twema Ghana Police Service and Nkrabata the Office of the Special Operations Assistant womo share IGP no na sepe no womatimi abom modin a ache enipa mienu a womo ho ebon robbery so ewo Adabraka no emu was the 2 suspects and the suspects identified as Hamza Agirego also known as Nene Boku or Lambert and Alhassan Ilyasu, also known as Arab Man, were arrested on the 7th of January from their hideout at Ashaiman. Intina chese, busumia ye womu ya ne de toso nson, ene ye cause debris emrantie way free Ashaiman, baby a womu kwa kobo mu adwa. Was a suspect Hamza Agirego was first arrested and detained at the Kantamanso District Police Headquarters in connection with the robbery. Acting on intelligence, an operation was conducted at Ashaiman, leading to the arrest of suspect Alhassan Ilyasu at his hideout. And no muchema, sa emrante we nipa omudi kan eche no, Hamza, bebrebo jene so se Lambert anande ne boku no. Wonu no mudi kan eche no na wo che ne no ene wo de ne ekotu mu ewo ye Katamanso District Police wo de ne ko onom no wo dididi intelligence chia ne amanfo info wo de ma wo ena wo nsa ekoso Alhassan Elias mu ewo assignment or say a search of the premises led to the recovery of 2 pump action guns, 43 rounds of AK-47 ammunition, 2 239 BB cartridges, 4 bulletproof vests, 1 black boot, 1 black face mask, 2 cutlasses, 2 Samsung mobile phones, 1 iPhone 13, a wristwatch, and a CCTV monitor. And na just say eniama womunya ye edi free emrante hoyi ebusia na mebubo so yi. And say womunya eye pump action guns mienu. Na eye AK-47 to ababa no so womunya eduanan miensa. Na afei nso eye BB cartridges no omunya ahamienu ene eduasan 9 ene omunya ye. Na bulletproof na say omode omokwa womu she bulletproof omode bo omo ho ban ene omuni a police fo bo ani kura ombefa omo ho ade adwane bulletproof no so omunya emu 9 na 1 black boot a omu she so omunya abaako face mask a omode kata omanim se de be ya ye hu omo no so omunya abaako na afei nso cutlasses nso omunya 2 ansa na mobile phones iPhone 13 ya de CCTV monitor so kan wan say minim wo mo de monitor omo hu so mo de ye den yo eno nso ewo omo nchen o say both suspects are currently in police custody assisting investigations and will be put before court to face the full rigors of the law. It's not to say chairman say there emrantie mienu yi wo mo akwakwaka a police for nsa a police for so wo mo modin se wo be ye ensem ni mu nhwehwemu na yede omo akwako gina court adakemu na emra no ene omo dino said de ese amanfo si omo ma IGP Christian Tete Hoyonu omo ma ne mo piafo sanse nansen de wa ma akronfo no omo ntimi mmriti kra okroma omo dakro omo ntimi nyade enna na wasa ensem we so IGP dinya bebo mu enna nansen tem ukopie mo ewo ye the Ghana Police Service headquarters ye beka ne se dwumedie kese pa ekoso wo a eye Ghana ye mampani His Excellency yera John Dramani Mahama ekopie mu ewo ho bie na enwumtofo akukudam so kopie mu wo a na wo mo asida som kese e de ama the Ghana Police Service na enumu na yera Christian Tete Hoyonu ekopie mu ewo ho na pie okopie mu ho no na ebusia aye enigesem nkwa esanse the Ghana Police Service they were all celebrating and jubilating ewo niema nyame aya ama wo mo throughout the year President John Dramani Mahama ewo hobie said the medi kan na ade baako a it came to light ama yera Christian Tete Hoyonu trendy amanfo chem say adan yera IGP wone FBI awomo US no wono omo ewo twaka bi ana esanse we de ewo se omutimi eba abonten ebe kiremu esanse Ghana ha de animu no woye IGP a sebe o ranks ni ade nyina no Ghana haya na abenya no obi edinilemu US dinilemu Ghana dinilemu na eba ne same na IGP uniform a wo hye no sebe ebi beka se FBI for a badge akwakwo bomu a e dey a whole lot of conversations about beto internet no eso obi trese AI ebi so trese enye real any ade a the conversation no abeye two-sided into screens in so a it says where for General Buhari or say IGP's badge indicates that he's FBI in New York. Dear at Ghana Police Service, can we get clarification on this, please? It's now a trema badge be ebo IGP no natade a wo hye no ninsa benkum so ho baby o se ninsa nimfa ho baby no na wo busa se sa badge no wo hwe badge no ne fare by ne se de tie a ayese ene US FBI for badge pe na ba ne sen na IGP a wo Ghana in uniform US for FBI for badge ekobo muma na ye adan woni FBI for ne na ye adwuma na na chesa man for kwachem senti na nansen no emrante a ye chi wo mo okrom abebrebe abutre kamonyo mo makeka ka ho nyina yes FBI shim no okọ FBI shim no okọ FBI shim no okọ and wo mu bisa say is it that IGP woni FBI foi na aya baako and what they Nintama Akobo US FBI for no and our more chichim ranty wo krom hanum saying Tina and saying the arrest by FBI for no adults one it is a bread there more pay moon say the Ghana Police Service but me about bontene no ba clarification it will show picture net that screen no so one baby I de ade fita no aseko no ho na sa badge no ye chemu say it is a badge a chere New York for FBI for a symbol into one person who say IGP no when FBI fire back one rabontain emeka ema nyina yenye de yehu because this is not normal dan pareba ye obehye IGP uniform ni bi yehu ye hu any FBI badge bia wo ho na say yehu FBI badge bo ho ide it's kind of explaining why people are being arrested and here fraudsters near there and I say no na ama FBI found the opportunity to troop into Ghana and arrest people as and when they want. Anyway, about a conversation now. Most people are calling on the Ghana Police Service. So umumra mbonten so and the many ya na umumfa ehu clarification emfa emra na yenyina yenti yehu ase. Say mo de ya IGP na kwacha FBI ya mo mechirem. Se mo fa ne nkwacha ya mo mechirem. Se a friend is saying secret link bi nso na do mo ntemo a eno nso mumra bonten na yenyina yemmenya yehu enti ase. The conversation is lengthy, but in no amanfo guso ebo eyeyera Christian tete yohonu abaso ewo adwuma so na wo bo ewo krodwem ha ede cheche etutrafo ene nipabonefo a wo mo ewo krodwem hanum ese now yen sorry nsem we so na yen kopie mu ewo ensem foforo so a over the weekend no na buburja ewe ye Kotoka International Airport enye pani behe amanfo yerenom amanfo maame amanfo nuanom ma amanfo papanom sebe amanfo kununom ni ade abodom pem se wo mu kwa kohyia Mammy Akosia say, wow, our baby PMU ewo Ghana, every Germany. The crowd was massive. It was crowded and Kasa. Nenya sem ketwa. Ye were titire phobia muko PMU ewase. Nipa ba kwa uko PMU ase. Broadcast journalist wo krodium hanum say, Ohema we je winning awards severally ewo krom ha based on ne modern bo ewo industry nu emu. Now, Ohema we je edin sembi etumbonten so efa this whole Mami Akosia sewa ne supporter say wabenya team legal wives wo mo airtime nechi na ensema waka no na amanfo chemu say ne ensema waka efa Mami Akosia sewa ho akoye an indirect jab de ma odobroni amanfo chemu say we de ekutie bia enim niwra enti ne ensema waka ne de na chese akwakoye ekutia de ama odobroni anything odobroni a enya sem ketwa Kakum yejini kwa num abusiafo mame sorry ohima wo yeje ne nsema wode etudwa no ne nyina ewo honom a yebekwa kotie esanse na chesese de odobroni na ne ho ayeden akere no wono ene ne abusiapani tupak ne team ehye wo mo ho yi a na mame akohia sewa eni ho enti sa afei na akohia sewa ba amanya kwa akohia ne de afei na yehu the real people a wo mo etai Mami Akosia Sewa echi ene omota odobroni echi but you could see say the support for Akosia Sewa is very massive and tight to the extent say ohima wo yeje eka ho bi de na asem no aye critical aye crucial ohima wo yeje wato ayampia ahodo a sabe de hu ne say eye straight bullet straight eko ede ama eye odobroni enya asem ketwa yenkotie say de nsem no etudwa
Domi obe say yes. Ye woni pa le woni pa o. Eti ye dom e wo ha nyina ye nipa. Ye omu wa kumapa. Omu wanti ase adema oba tan ye otise wono a. Obetiti no more remu. E they are making sacrifice. They are establishing a brand. Now in the end no you are very rejected. I mean for like what? It doesn't make sense. Eti we are all hopeful say maame no ehu sa odo we na ma na rechiche. But it shouldn't end here. There should be justice. There should be justice. Because it is only when justice is served that we can have peace. That's it. And I mean, Nkuni Bonzi Obias Mama Neuda. You know, who adore me, Obi say yes. You won't nipa, you won't nipa. It's your doma, what you know, nipa. You muwa kumapa, or muwanti asiadema, or batanya, or tisa or noa, or better to no more remove. And they are making sacrifice, and they are establishing a brand. Now, in the end, you know, you're very rejected. I mean, for like what? It doesn't make sense. If we are all hopeful, say, Mameno, who's our doorway, Nemana Rechitre, but it shouldn't end here.
Abusianfo na ensem wenyina mu no na enipadom ekobo dompem wo airport wa wo mo team legal wife no wo mo the petition akwakoma mampani John Dramani Mahama said the edro no wo so otimi de ne ho agimu ebie yenko tie said wo mo nso de ensem we etudwa
Emwa Ghana warifo, Emwa Ghana mabu, Emwa Ghana emayua in any way. It's a wrong precedent I set at all. Say nema bawa esiswa. Ombetimi akwakotari obikuno huana. No kwa wa na cheswa yira na. Debi Ghana has a more mekasi enimonyam sensa. Into yes, sir, Mr. President. Yes, sir, Ghana Peace Council. Yes, sir, the wives of all pastors. Yes, sir, women in parliament. Yes, sir, the minister, the gender minister, and I think so nipa yesan buko to biako na bebe. I the vice president for the first time in Ghana history. No, Oba na vice president. Enti kwai say Oba ko sa hunye hiemu. Ni akasa yente ya ni yebeda ni yechi aiden amano. We are pleading on that and we are calling on their office. Say omon sorry, no omon mo asa akunya ye queen. Na san say ma mini hia say me sesa kosia say wa fosu o hia justice. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama said, a bad in Sobeka Senia Ecoso Mamia Cosia Sewa Brabum on say, we are pleading to him. Say,
Abusianfo na chese John Dramani Mahama na ye friend say omra na omeboa mami akosia sewa na nsem we mu no ya twetwetwe mpanimfo bi din aba be for mu ayera Kennedy ohini Japan ni dia be pie mu bi na afei nso no yankasa yera kwakwoti onu nso din aba be pie mu bi na I'm sure say a lot of people would be wanting to know the reason why Kennedy Japan ene kwakwoti edin abe pie sa nsem we mu video be kwa kwahye no ebe highlight sa nsem we nyina ma manfo tem say lumba mpodie ni Kennedy Japan yenkoti
come forward. Is it Ghana youth? No. As what grandma said, see, as a country we are not serious. Until Daddy Luba died, I didn't know that we have unemployed foolish graduates that can take matters that don't concern them so serious to the extent say people have done placards, they have done t-shirts, they have done slogans, they have created groups on top of Obi Dramani Awabo when he was alive and now he has died. Daddy Luba about Dramani when he was alive. Daddy Luba has died. And so now mu Ghana former be strong na sema to me to see you put it on your head. And you have created groups, unemployed graduate groups of foolish people to talk about Obi Dramani Awabo when he was alive. When you talk about it, it will not give us employment, it will not make the economy to go better, it will not reduce the price of kinky. But until this Daddy Lumba issue happened, I didn't know that we had foolish and useless people in this country that can take somebody's business and make it their business and they will brand it. If you had that energy you used to talk about Daddy Lumba, if you had used the same energy to start a business, by now you are rich. Me and you, we are rich. The same energy you guys put in, the same energy you guys put in Daddy Lumba's issue. If we, the youth of this country, had put the same energy in doing placard and march it to the office of the president to go and ask for our 1 job 3 shifts, by now the president will take us serious. Because you guys are not serious human beings. Whatever doesn't come. Obi Dramani yourself, and that Lumba, he is dead and gone. He has left a legacy that your father has not left. And you, instead of you to try and leave that legacy for your children, you are busy talking about the Dramani wedding when he was alive. Let us use the same energy that you foolish and unemployed graduates have used to enter this Daddy Lumba issue and they depress women outside. Those depressed women in the diaspora and those men that are cheating on their wife. Everybody that was holding the Daddy Lumba issue, I've mentioned them. The depressed women outside, the men that are cheating on their wife with their side chick, the unemployed graduates of Ghana. Those are the people that have carried this issue and have worked a chere and omutisu. Let us take this a country serious and must to join the man Mahama and ask him for the 1 job 3 shift. Let us be this serious as you guys were serious about to be John Mayasem. The country will move forward because you guys are not serious. Obia boni John Mayo asewu and people have done group, they have done branding, they have done t-shirt. Hey! Until this issue happened, I didn't know we are not serious in this country. We are serious. Baku. That is why the president doesn't take us serious. Because you guys are not serious. Obia Joma from is he your father? Would the family matter? And UTV is the most useless TV to bring them when the issue is as what are this? But on UTV there is another day. How did I Ghana for me serious?
Abusia yensori nsem ne so a na yenkopie mu ewo kudjon kansa Lewin nsem a wodi abetudwa efa eye odifo kwabnesi ama metwa ajagraja ehu. Recently ajagraja trendy ewo eye social media so enya asem ketwa emu cases ne ade a wodi ebo nkrofo na Lewin ni twem se ewo se IGP ema ne mema no ekotebri ajagraja sanse eduabo no ya adoso ewo krodue mu ha yenkotie se de Lewin ede nsem we tudwa.
How? The one in Yano. Argentina. How? The one in Yano. Argentina. On some fancies any pana. And so we moving our TV station. That's any pana in Christiani. Now, officer cockot. Now was Cantino. Over to me, I'm a samanache. Let them be a sick as you were Jachidia. Obobo bia wachi akwa atwatwene na me dia menyan se obodua na obobo nkwase dua bi kwase dua obobo ne se dua ne nyaza nipa na enku ne maame ne papa na busuafo abada busuafo no so nka ho ya ba se IGP Ghana benifo fo ne sifom na sani bo obodua bia do maame sami na mawia dia bomi nkwa medua because kwanfo owunisano wa wadi matem ana bedi watem na wani nyinwa jimi nkwa matem opa bomudua ana afanya michiamka na sa wo san ho na do obi a wonka ho wotena bo chire wotini nua wotini sabi wotini Nigeria wotini Togo wotini Canada wo sani pana wo ye djuma obre wa kwantuo mu wo sma body o Ghana ele sani pana adase bi common sense ya ba se Ghana mpanifo me se Ghana mpanifo anedoma mesrepa jana na wote kokoso asante mawura ya dana adama mapeja mama ya ba se na suma kwa hene duabo ya doso awo Ghana na asante mam ya basre obi abone kura fiso we ni bibia yesi bese oba abontena be na bonte ama nkura nkoto e baso abesua bi abesua de kone ye ya basre enkura ba wiase na mu ye smart enti bia ba ye bone TV so ya bone social media so ya bone abontene aye ba na nkwatwe wahia ufise de na akura no abema no abaya no ede obesua afiri saadi kuro na koso no sagobi bodua awa bontene awa mansanim ananka ya frɛ no abone kabi asada ndua na guru so ko besua nyansa na medie na se kumase no obi bodua mja honom betikam takwasi no wo bodua no wo boni pani dua wo se wo de nipa no maame na ne ma ne nananom adase common sense eden kwasi dua bono no eden kwasi dua bono no obi abi wade na wo boni dua ofise wo dia daje emo ni dua o adaje dia bonu ko ni dua na nya ni dua kodase sankwase dua ba mo bono sankwase dua bo unya daje entim ekunipa na entim kodase emo nkwase dua so ofise obi abi wade na wo boni dua ma na wu na entim nkoda sebe enso na sia emo dua munya sankwase dua bono nipa na wo wi ode no
Nena ikuti nsema ode tuja wotre mu se eduabo ahodo a ekoso okrodwem ha particularly TikTok so ni asantema ni ade ya adoso eti ene Ghana mpanifo IGP eye otumfo se tutu mu nyina mfa omo ho enji mu bie na asemwe eto entwa na sansem ya na ye odi for kwabnasi ama ya ajagraja sebi wono nso akwatena ye live so a ebusia wo brunua egu obi so a wotem se nipa no sebi wono ana de ne ho aye den ababeje na ye se asem we empenipa nipa ene pe ne ho asem so wono akasa akwa kama na yi nikade a ene anya de a sebi obeye den obespey ne kra enti ene aduabo yi wahie gu hono ma enya asem ketwa yenko na yenkoshe video yi
wotumia memfa mra ne so charge ni nyina ani
madam wa fa nkwa je so ni tumi o
ti nkomo ni ye
madam mi ya
o baka je sunsun ye di asem
no kre
obi say oh okay thank you what say se me brampa na bibi di machia memfa mra ne so
no kre ai
madam
tu jama ne ka je so ni hwe
Matias here.
Madam.
Ti I no committee no ya de.
Wenta we ni ase garlic. Bibia wa de ho ba be jira mu. Wona wuku na ade bo adwen pa ni ti money. Just imagine what nonsense I can ho asem. Maso ko be tena ni anwi ya ho. Ahwe ni pa o man ni wododo. E di asem. Tumi be na wo. Wo so wo tumi afa ba me so na ye hya de. Na wo sa de na again ye na again tena nsuom. Da na again igbo de na o ti nsuom. E na nsuo togu ni so. E na one
wo so babo young don dua no ti nsuom. Wa ba na onu ni hyi no ti nsuom keke no.
Wa bodua ma na yi.
Wa no afa mo jangu fom.
Onu na bodua ma na yi.
Wa ncha na ntwe da. Wa no abodua ma na yi na me di mo jagu fom.
Madam wa we sunsun ni fa. Ai.
Ma bi nsa de.
Ge na adwin sa.
Ne to si fom no bo ani dua. Sa de na again no ye no. Woni ma de woni ntumi ye wo sa de ani.
Ya o se de again ye to me wom. Na me ti kuma na ntwe 12 one day.
Madam.
Come in 34 shino.
Shino. Debe o de oni hwe.
Be dem na sisi from 8 years.
Madam so de oni hwe.
2026 through ye. Hwe ana si wo fa ko chiro mo.
Madam 2026 ye.
Fa ko chiro mo.
Madam 2026 ye. 2026 ye ana bo hono so. Aha 2026 ma mi ko chi na hu ni ye. 2026 ye adu ye no. Aha oni hwe me bo a 2026 ene da hono.
Eti ose semi wo bibia
aso wo bibia nka
mi famra ne so
wo fa bra no so
eti mon tiasie
wadama wo mon tiasie
she has dead me
emu da ho aso wo bibia fa bra no so no ya de
sunsun mra ne hada asem okan ye nyina no kwan committee no
da bi
we no dey committee no
asi wo bibia fa
what is so wo bibia mpa
fa bra no so
fa bra me so
no kre no I ready for
you about 4.7k na gina so ti
no kre mira
omo fa report no mra
so fu yellow wadama piano
o man na ndo maba o man ni
e man ni e wadama
o man na ndo maba me de nwira kokko be kekere wo mo na ma jo ma to report jam na me de fora tagusu na ejari hu nyina no be ma wo ma na twa o chifo na o yo say
so be man ma na twa aha
Unim form and gabo inscriptions to grow gumentari me gabo suru me.
Why onim form? Oh.
So you be honest man. Me see inscriptions to grow gumentari mo no. Gabo suru.
Ko be suru. Onim form o.
Ola ya na akura na nyini na 1 2 3 watwa no.
Akura na nyini.
1 2 3 no watwa no.
Ontumi nko so.
No abusa wo say. Eye den na me yare.
E ba ne sen.
No wa kire ma kire no.
Ko kan difu obi.
Who de wabra bona ba wie ya wie.
Sa na tie.
Obusuafo kura na wo yaka.
No kra.
Obusuafo makomako miensa da fehwa. Mami ayi message bi nchiro. Obusuafo makomako miensa na reach out to me.
Ah.
abusuafo na chese eye ajagraja eduabo a enam eye young don nsensem so ebeto social media no so no ababawa okoka no ena wode ne de amano na nsem we mu no onipa ba kwa ono so de ne ho ebeji mu eye showboy ayede ya ena wode betu dwa se eye ajagraja sebe onya smartness na oye no nya de asebe otumi bia wode be eye young boy bibia ena ajagraja beche ni se showboy ebe peno na semu de a enya de ode ono nso ne ho beche no showboy ababonten abertreten eye ajagraja se woni tumi bia mane nye emane emfa na bufu show emba no so yenkotie se the showboy ede nsem ne tuja
ajagraja hwem na ye wadwuma wo esa de a obebre sunsun wi ase mo so me no kasa Jaime na Lucifer ne de minua Lucifer me doni pa sasa bonsam me don me ni Jesus for ni bi me nya san kokon me de na non samanfo abosonfo straight forward ye egun sa ni yekun ni ero ye ho ne de tu twifom ye de no no wo de jimi na me ro me tun sira me fa me tun twifom sisa se wanwu a wo de jimi ye de no no se me bo shire me ye ne me bebiri who's that abara midi akwa no de mi ko PREZ no e so unzrume junior US kwasia okocha ntro to me so me say be man jayo me tunifu wentie me say junior jai junior US jai na me de hye jai ye ntwa ntro je so wentie me kasa ye chimi tum ya na kama na nan samanfo obi ko pay university as a show when ye pacho etu fu atie minku nipa but ye tim mu no o try na obekọ obua e na won tim nyam
ti na no desema wode eto montin so na chese wo trema wono no onye bara ya jo intsa ajagraja be hwe ne record a wo be hu sa branti a wode no kra enam no so mo no showboy koda prison kra branti enti se won ti asibim enti ajagraja so na fefa ne na fefa de a na chese enwo se wode hit showboy camp because wo mumienu nyina e Tuesday bonds kwabena wo nyina ekura sunsun bia se be yemfa ni agro enti se esiama pese wode ntrekese Ghana for binum ewo krodwem ha ono de obetimi aye but say ye ono showboy de wontimi embebo ne ntre han ewo kro ayeti sui ema no enye yi enti showboy nsema wono nso de tudwa fathers ho ajagraja young don eni eraya wokoka ajagraja ewo TikTok so a ono nso yabo ni dua di amabia so ne man so no showboy nsema ode betudwa no eno enti baby aye showboy any ajagraja issues si ebekwa ko wiewie anase baby ebekwa ko piepie na ye de emu amanebo any emu nsem abro because nsem ne de amanfo bebre na kire wo mu adwene ewo ho a ebi ka che se showboy na nsen ne kasa ya ye tenten asa asem bia wodan ba betum abutreka na nanu na emu asem bia ko twi ko breman bia bewie wo na aboboa no ono a edene ho ebeba beji mu ebie nanso amanfo so etwem se they side with a hell way inside say eduabo no e wo se yitwitwitwa so esan say enam sa na innocent so ehun ekwa akodi mu yen sorry nsem we so a na ye kwa kopie mu e with the presidential minka ne se presidents fo nyina ka chine ho and the vice president of our land me kire ma meje na opoku agiman wono nso eje ne samba e wo ho obeka se de na mami aye little did we know ni ye kire mu ana say a police for modern boy mo ebo okrodwem ha nyina no mami je mensa no sorry mami opoku agiman ne ho ebo mu ebia wo boa ema mutumi echiche se nipa bonifo we me ne oka say etutrasem bia ekoso na anu ada ye kire memrante bia wo mu de eba no robbery a omajimu 7 biscuits me certificate and then the highway robbery omo de ni nye efie to fie o highway robbery ankasa and ye wote wo ka mu a wo kwa na wo mato ahye wo so na bring your things near the two esi so ni yaje oniema and wo mo eche mu se sa emrantie yi yade a police for ansa aso omumu a sabre die omunyina yede wo mo anim ababeto ntu sha ba kunie we Akuffo-Addo aka Akuffo-Addo and wedding finshia edionan na we so mumuni Abdul Razak Akubu ono so at Mugambo said there ono so the guy name ono so 39 years and Kojo Kalovi ono so baby adia amafo bedinim no aticho ono so the 27 years and na eniema ye hu se kurekura wo mo enu ntia police for achi wo mo enei wo makotwere a police for kukumu no ena na eda screens so ne etu aboba ne ade wo share screens ne so a wey FCDR Africa or say police bust notorious highway robbery gang across Ghana. Key members of the notorious highway robbery gang led by Kwame Bediako, aka Starboy, and Kofi Ishmael has been arrested for multiple armed attacks, robberies, and a murder between 2023 and 2025. The gang reportedly targeted motorists, trailer drivers, civilians, and even a police officer along major routes including Temamoto Way, Achimota, Forest Road, Suhum, Nkoko, Joaso, and the Kumasi stretch. Police have recovered ammunitions and all that from these people. I know so. Abeye and some amount for eka se ne chema mrantie. Womo de ekwanso and womo ebo womo ekro no a ene ensa aso womo emu. We press release a free the Ghana Police Service eho eba. Enti wo hwe nsema womo de ato screens so say please arrest 7 notorious highway robbers, a robbery syndicate, and retrieve firearms and exhibits. The Accra Regional Police Command, in collaboration with the Eastern Regional Police Command, has arrested members of a notorious highway robbery syndicate believed to be responsible for a series of violent robberies across parts of Greater Accra, Eastern and Ashanti region. It is Omuchema Ghana Police for Ensa Aso Emrantie Bia Omususu se etutrasem ne enipabonefosem ene ria omututu shes amanfo cars so ne timemufo so ewo enkran pumpuni mantemu ha ene eye asantememu ena afen nso epoye mantemu no saafo ni nyina omoye bakobako nso eyade police for aso omomo. So on the 29th November 2025, the suspects attacked a residence at Pediase Ebri and robbed the occupant of mobile phones, jewelry, and an unspecified amount of cash while armed with firearms. It's omuchema buso afie twemu busomia etoso duba no mechire November busomne de etoso eduenu enkron eno munsa eso samrante we mu ana omokoyi operation ewo Peduase Ebri ene ekotebri wo mu se wo mu eto ahye amanfo bi ewo hoso wo mu jomu phones ene omagudie ni ade sika twitwiridie enso eka ho bi o. So following intelligence led investigation, personnel of the Eastern Regional Police Intelligence Directorate, in collaboration with the Accra Regional, arrested suspect Kofi Ishmael, age 30, on 6 January 2026 at Aveno, Accra. During interrogation, the suspect admitted his involvement in the robbery and identified Kwame Bediako, also known as Starboy, as the ringleader of the gang. Into onipa enam no so mun satimi suso mun nyina mu no eye Ishmael a wedi mfinhia eduasam wo mo che ne 6 January eye afiwe ya ne de to so nsia wo mo che no Aveno wo mo che no mo toto na no no ena wo direct wo mo di kopie eye Starboy and di ede Kwame Bediako nchen ya echem se wo no ena ekuo no oda wo mo ano a o kire de wo mo enye nyina. Acting on information obtained, police arrested Kwame Bediako at Ablekuma, Agape. A search conducted at his residence led to the retrieval of pump action gun, concealed within the fence wall, together with 4 BB cartridges. The suspect admitted his involvement in several robbery cases. Omochira gang leader nankasa do mokoche no ewa Ablekuma Agape. Na de one say etu a wo mo eje won nsem no etu oni edi esie eye fence wall mu ene mom nsa eye dey etimi kan ye. Ena afa eniama wodo eka wo a wono akasa sa age penie say akron no sem akoso no ebi wo hono ma ne ho ebo mu bie. Was further investigations revealed that the suspects were involved in multiple highway robberies targeting motorists and trailer drivers along the Tema motorway, Achimota Forest Road, Pokwase, Amasaman, Suhum, Nkoko, and the Joaso-Kumasi stretch. The suspects disclosed that they were preparing to embark on another robbery at the time of the arrest. Into muchema enyesa amanfo efiefie nkwa no muboko wura ho na emom akwanya enipa tusu kwan ni ade nyina no omubo omukoro no no ewo ho Tema motorway ka ho Achimota Forest Road akwan ya amanfo taifa so kwa Gempa otu yi obi a follow ni o say Gempa students ni complaining of attacks ahodo ni ade Pokwase Amasaman Suhum Nkoko Joaso-Kumasi kwan ni so nyina no wo mo bokro no ewo mu tem se sa bra ye bechi wo mo kra no na wo mo eboabo wo mo ho a wo san ekowie ade. Was police investigations have so far resulted in the arrest and detention of 7 suspects, including one who is currently on admission receiving medical attention. The suspects in custody are Salia Mohammed alias Kwekunua, age 27, Kofi Ishmael alias Ishmael Adam alias Kofi Ketwa, age 32, Kwame Bediako alias Starboy alias Inkopo, identified as the ringleader of the gang. And we have Kojo Kalovi alias Aticho. We have Mumuni Abdul Razak and alias Mogabo. We have Onodi 39 years and Kwesi Akambule alias Kwesi Fresh on who's 27 years and Kwame Bonsu alias Kilanchia yo. And investigations are ongoing to arrest all remaining accomplices at large. It is any panso ya achicho omwe ene ebubo omudin ene omo emfe edema omo mutem so mugusu a omo yenhwehwemu so omo beche omo maka no. See, police investigation have also linked the suspect to several previous robbery cases, including attacks on market women, motorists, and a fatal robbery incident in which a driver lost his life. Some of the suspects are reported to have jumped bail in earlier cases that are currently pending before court. Nti echeme bi won kra ya che omo pen se be omutimi nya bail nso omo nsem no eda so a ewo court. Exhibits retrieved so far include firearms, ammunition, machete, knives, mobile phones, and other items suspected to be proceeds of crime. Enti nyama omujiji ye ne tuo ne sekan ne mobile phones ne ade. The regional police command ensures the general public assures the general public of its commitment to dealing decisively with criminal activities and urges anyone with information that may assist ongoing investigation to report to the nearest police station. International Mranten swing. Sabre de womo akoka eye police for ensa a police for nso ebo omo homodin bia so obeye nhwehwemu de afa asem no eho isanse omo hu ne se omotutwa asem ne omo ne bonesem a womo adi ewo krodua hanum sei no edoso yie pa enti no ensem we de nya de ombeje mu akona ebinum nso de omo ho akenwura a womo gusu a womo ebo omo homodin se saafo ni nyina womo nsa ebetimi aso womo emu amafo chem say IGP eye question tete yohonu were silence but killer won kasa bebre won ko dina bontin ko jijinchia enye celebrity IGP nemum we din so obo adwuma ewo kokoamu a amanfo ede abasobode kese ede ama ono ene ni team sorry ebusia ensem we eso am na yesan ekọ eye yera Ken Oforiata Ninsema Ababeto Dwa na nsei abeye topic for discussion na obi a eka ho asem na no enamrahye bedwani edema second D abato empeswa eso Yera Andrew Ejapa Mesa wode nsem bia ababeto Dwa ekiremu se kwanya NDC for eye mpanimfo bi second Oforiata ne omo ade ekekade faso no akwakwanya se witch hunting bisa no because emrani mu no wo mu nim ba bia emra no fa ba bi ekire se obi ebetena wa we se obi besom Ghana, irrespective of the portfolio of the or answer the rower, and what says Sabe, or more investigations and answer interrogations, and not to send the crack no. Asema Yera, a Japan Mesa, Eken Yanane say, Kwaya or more de Yera, Ken Oforiata, Efasono, and ye emra, quine so. And to say Ken Oforiata to quine one peso beba, and ye in share. So be an shanisa one ye day. Wamra Ghana Hanum say because of investigation, bia, emrakra, any Ghana mremu. Se ewo se wo mo eye yebeko na yakwa kotie se de Yera eye Andrews Ejapa Mesa wode sa ensem wei etudwa yeba ebusiafo yebejebre na yato ansem no so ede amamo.
The kinds of things that people are saying, even people on this platform, essentially making it look as if to say, oh, well, you said in public office and you're supposed to account. Please. Let's not do this to ourselves. Because it's important.
What is unfair about that? That you have said in public office. You are needed to account. Make yourself available.
Needed to account.
Make yourself available. Wait. Why do you want it to be elevated to charges in court before you show up?
Samson, needed to account for what? For what? Show me the law that says that when you serve in public office, when you finish, you have to account. No, please, let me make my point. Without seriousness, the Attorney General and the state investigative agencies have accused him of committing a crime. True or false?
True.
I've served in public office. Nobody has accused me of committing any crime. You've accused a man. You say he should come. To do what? If you have your proof, the law is clear. Go to court. Establish a prima facie case. Leave your evidence. If he is minded to come and cross-examine your witnesses, let him do so. If he's not minded to do it, go ahead with your case.
I've led a couple of.
But that's exactly what the law says.
I've led a couple of former government officials to law enforcement agencies, and by the time they are leaving the place, the law enforcement agency says, "I thought it's okay. As for you,
Samson,
go.
I agree.
Because of your cooperation and the evidences you have shown me,
I agree.
Go. There's no problem with you.
No problem.
Is that not how it is done?
I don't have a difficulty. But I'm saying, if he elects not to do that, what law has he breached? I've gone to the state investigative agencies as counsel.
Correct.
For members of the previous administration who have been accused.
You have said it here on this table.
Yes. If Mr. Oforiata elects that, look, with all the public brouhaha that is going on, I do not want to subject myself to this process. If they think they have evidence against me, let them go ahead and obtain their conviction in court. What crime has he committed with that decision? So why would we vilify him?
Yera Ejapa Mesa eye mashebedwani edema second D abato empeswa so eni kuti ninsema wode etudwa wotwemu se the NDC for a year to Yera Kenoforiata no it is more or less like manhunting, witch hunting pa ena wo mo eye no because running him fa ene kire se e wo se wo mo etata Kenoforiata te de mo tata no more level charges against him mo kwaso na mo mfa mo case enko court na mo chane kete se omra mo tweno se ne ne omra na mo painta poni ade no ase eye more of a witch hunt than going accordingly to the law enti e ka ono nko ade a e be yanka ennisifo enya ide wo mo eye no se mo sinipa no wafoma mo fa ni nko gina court e bra so se wo so show yi apa wo be show yi up e wo so the witnesses e ba wo the witnesses e be ba na mum sa back and forth no a mo eye ne de enya de a embra no ema ho kwan se wo mo eni sa dwuma no enti assistance na ne de kamia ye se ye reja pamesa na ni abre pa wo defend honorable Ken Ofori-Atta in a strong way enya semketwa na on the same NPP for issue no ye ina ye nim se aka few weeks or na say few days be na NPP for akwakoto santin akwakoto aba eyi wo mo presidential flag bearer. Now, in the quest for that, Nianim said the two major candidates, Okroma say, Honorable Kennedy Japan, and Afe Dr. Alhaj Muhammad Bawumia. Now, Minoka say, Abrantia Bakwa Sebe, what didn't say Baba Tuja, it's more or less like an expose of Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, and in the team, a very serious and critical issue. It's answer Abrantia Nichemo and Nidi Eddie Andrew, now, or your polling station executive, Bubuashi. Electoral area na oyobia na wotai honorable Kennedy Japan wechi no onim de ba ya wokokodi Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia chi na bosha wodo mo hye no ne nsem a ekoso wo ho no edoso ye papa enya sem kitwanti abrante echemu se efre netin tontan wone Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ne team abewe yesanse enya de a wo mukura suban papa anase wo mu ekura akoma papa na wode achepa ama honorable Kennedy Japan a wode ne nyina atudwa yenje bre abusiafo na yenkonkotie sede abrante anjuwi wode nanu de sem etudwa ebra na wo mo ebo apro
ensensen ba kumienu bi so ekoso mentini an control me temper na me say sabia me move akọ the other side enti se le na yenim se politics etie no se uwo baby a abia outright say ubeye baby ube be from the break the other side. And me say to man now after us no me who said that be Suba me down maybe and KY because honorable Ken here Obia me me papa I will not get so na munina sanity no sana me papa etie and na so na honorable Ken etienti asase ahomekeka ni odosoro kwa na ni bi eka lechi ni na me ye man se eye me papa na mom bibia tumisi na so me a esi ye chi ni na no me nu me ho na so mi nu me ho me ameye no ni ntini nkwohye kokoa bi mbebi enka na awase ni be gina ha na me kama obi a to se ensem bi a me ka fa ye papa ho eye embe bi ni nyina no na eye bosirim ka enye nukura ba ko pe se ye papa eye sa enti kanina ha na mi digantua enfa okay mi digantua enfa mu nyina mo so ne ye mpani mfu a mo hia mu ha se mu mu ame na ye mfa chopa e ma ye papa se me nu me ho in fact baby a me ko ya no na anonom de eso guma no kama ama kura ya promise me ka na nso me behu se nyame ye ya no ensem fata wo nyame mu enti se menye ya afia de nyina na osoro be pa o me de na puli afia de no na osoro agene atu enti se ye ka se enioma na me nyane kakra nyina no me pu ni nyina in fact the very first time me ko pa cho kosa eba me so ibi me ba haikra no ma nyano easy ba esi ani se mi hu se me ma ye no enye na kwambia so awasa me pa ho chonti nya atupudro ejina ye mentie nya obika ma nhwe nya ekoso ni nyina me si me bu se nya ma ye na enye no me pa ho chaw te na be ya osoro so e de be che me enti yewura me pa cho enye me wa ha me pa cho se nya me ye no entele ba me se everything then so find a place in your heart to forgive me Ambrose Otio the police station executive ewo Bubuashi electoral area
Ogotie ne nsɛm a wɔde ɛto mmɔnten so na kyerɛ sɛ wɔtwerɛ mu a ɛbrɛ bi ɛbɛtwa mu no wɔjoine Dr. Mahmood Bawumia camp ɛma ne dio na ɔmo ano akyi bɔhyɛ ahodoɔ ɔmo hyɛ no wɔn mɛma ne sika wɔn mɛma ne kaa ne adeɛ ɛma ne ba abɔntene ɛbɛdidi Kennedy ɔhene Japan watema ne wanu ne ho pa ɛwɔ de wɔyɛ ne ho enu nti wɔde dwanto akɛseɛ pa ɛna wɔde ɛma ɛyɛ honorable Kennedy Japan kyem sɛ sika no ɛne cars ne kra wɔn cars wɔn de ɛma no ɛnya ade asɛbe wɔbɛgye ebie mesan sɛ wɔn sɛ Dr. Mahmood Bawumia ne team no mpɛsɛ wɔn tua ne ka ndidi atema a wɔdidi yɛ no it was one way or the other paid for esan sɛ wɔn hyɛ ne bɔ nneɛma ahodoɔ a wɔn betimi ɛde ama no enti no ono nso edi saa nneɛma n'echi ba abɔnten ɛbɛkeka nsɛm a na ɛwɔ sɛ wɔka nyinaa ɛde fa honorable Kennedy wɔhene Japan ɛwɔ asabe waba abɔntene abɛpakyɛw na video ɛbɛto odwa no amanfo bebree ɛna akyerɛ wɔn adwene ɛwɔ ho a ebi kyɛ sɛ nipa wei ɛwɔ sɛ Kennedy Japan ɛhwɛ ne woyie wɔ ne ho obi a wɔwɔ team ofiri team akɔba Bawumia asa ba wɔ asa bɛkasa wei ɔyɛ traitor untimi enye ni ndisa ema no enye yi a sabre di amanfo bebre na echemu se Ken empamo no emfiri ne camp no nko baabi a wofiri eye den eba ebi so chese se de aye de abrante Bawumia je na enye yi because eye ni ngwase pa na wode ababegu Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia. How can you be swinging wo Ken wako Bawumia wo Bawumia we fi Bawumia wasa akwakọ piem mu ewo Ken eho biema which means say on sheda enye loyal servant sir. This is ensema some of the MPP chitafo no edito montem which said they don't coincide with the fact say abrante be sign join Kennedy Japan a team no ABM. Now yen sorry Ken ensem way eso dia na ye kwakopie mu ewo the Ministry of Foreign Affairs abusia yewra Samuel Okujeto Ablakwa wo double as yemra shebedwani man of tongue wono ena sabrede wo de ne samba ejini di amanfo kyerem say we are now feeling the presence of a foreign affairs minister. NDC for much say in your 1 year of service no mo ye adwuma pa e wo say ebinu mo kyerɛ sɛ NDC ba ye 1 year mo hu hwe de na nso tie nsɛm ekɔ so bi so kyerɛ sɛ the NDCs are really doing well. Me no ka sɛ yɛra Samuel Okujeto Ablakwa the Minister of Foreign Affairs but the aba beto dwa sɛ ye hwɛ de ekɔ so krom ha immigration issues and security no ɛwɔ so mo tight mu no mo so mo ye adwuma pa wɔ kokɔ mesan so mo ne ye ka sɛ wo mo nsa aka Ghana card bako 379 e de fi enkrofo a wo munye Ghana de hye ehwo a wo mo aye wo mo se Ghana de hye wo makwaje Ghana card sebe o manya akukudro so mpo e de akopie mu e wo ye passport centers a wo mo akwaje passport in the name of being Ghanaians to go and travel na asafo ni nyina ya de a wo mo nsa aso wo mo emu a sabe de wo mo agi Ghana card ni nyina yewra Samuel Okujeto Ablakwa e de sa Ghana card ni nyina ababe kire Ghana for bra na woye enhyemudi a wode sa ensemwe eto emonten so yenje bre na ebusia yenkonkwohwe de si ya enam so ema Samuel Okujeto Ablakwa e de sa ensemwe nyina eto udwa ene Ghana ka to do a wode ekire etemamufo.
Any foreigner who attempts to lay hands on our passport will be promptly apprehended and prosecuted. So far we have rounded up 379 people, and we can share the data with you. And we want to build confidence and let you know that the measures we have put in place are working. These are the Ghana cards that we've confiscated over the last 10 months from foreigners, 379 of them. So it is clear that some people who are not Ghanaians want to lay hands on our passports, and they thought they could beat the system because, you know, to go through the process you need a Ghana card, you need a birth certificate, and they think that that is all once you have it. But with a Ghana card and with a birth certificate, you are still subjected to vetting. There is an extra layer by the Ministry of Foreign Affairs to interview you, to screen you, and our officers are well trained They are psychologists. They know when you are lying. They can tell from how you will be. I won't show you the tricks, but we know, we can tell, and we will get you. So don't try it. If you are a foreigner watching us, don't try it.
Samuel Okujeto Ablakwa, the Minister of Foreign Affairs, and Ekuti Nsema wode to your Trema Nipa 379, together with Ghana Cards and Omunsaso Mumu, Amoye Foreign Nationals, Ompesenka, Womo ABT, Ghana, ye system no, not just Omudio Margini Ebe Dada, Aji, Nkratani identity, meanwhile they are not Ghanaians. Now Womo they are passport near there, but Omurefi say passport acquisition no a process obefemu. Ebinum se wunya Ghana card na eno ano no there be den ya obekọ ye betoto ano the inconsistencies ni ade ebebe mu ne 1 or 2 no bitimi a expose ama hu say sana you are not a Ghanaian etimi ne o ka say there amanfo abosam Okujeto Ablakwa so pa aba so pa say waya ade say otimi on it together with the Minister of Communication Fenison Sam George ono so the cyber security fraud in Akufo bi betoto monten so a ono nso ekansa ensem we na me ne wo ka say with the same foreigners issue ye kan ho asem no ukopie mu ewo Ghana ye dwa baako a ewo krodiem hanum se ya edwadifo a wo honom ayade papa amanfo bo mo aba so esan se wo mu kirem a say no dome market na sebe fulanifuo bi akwa gina honom a enu asebe emfa FDA nsa no yenim ade omudi ye nnoi se de enyi omudi abegina o se droi ema flat tummy enye team flat tummy for enko mekwa akota akonom abeyale abewu ahye okrodwem ha nanso ema ewo dome market no engina brane enemrante o se omompene ne empene china ema eye fulanifuo yi emeton eye edura asebe omunim ne farebai ewo eye German eso yenkwohye de si ye ewo dome market
higher dome market fulani fo na yo mu chi omo so moto edura ma wo ye mo ye flat e ma ne ye same so wan edruboni bibia mu beto ya chi omo omunie fulani fo no munie e no mo bo alata e no mo to indro obeso ye mo ye flat omo omunie ni pambonefo no onuma na wewu onuma na ya je onso mo nie wo mo na mo kono ai ni pambonefo no mo anie ya chi omo edro na anie e edruboni no mo to enye edro no makosisa ania no mo to ndi chi ai omo omunie ni pambonefo no ena ya chi omo ene ya chi omo omo to wedru omo so mbala to mo bowi omo se flat om yedru utibefu samnia se me menton but mame fo no on se yemu omo deceive omo ene ya chi omo se aha obi ekum obi na ene de ya chi omo o akronfo no omo from kom omo nya adwuma papa no ma be fa azan edru aba hwe omo na omo kọ nenim guasefo
Abusia dome market na yekopie mu a utie ensem a yenuanom mai kade na chese fulani foi adwuma wo mudi a ewo eye adwana se unauthorized flat tummy usei na besie ene ade ena amanfo to ena wo mo enya nsunsanso bone ewo wo mo health so entene wo mo nyina ekabo mu eye baako se nya ade a ye bepene entenye ubedru a dodwomni a wo watikwani abo hu ni epia wasinche sanse nya ade a wo mo ebepene so ama they will continue to harm innocent people tu she video be hu wo mo na mo to aso no ane eni o mo bag sensen wo mo hu hwe edroi ebi na gugu toamu a ememe abrante season ni adotimu say wo share the content of what they are selling na che say we uko ha ho kotobia or how na wo de so a wo de akwakọ pie mu ewo fie enti se de omaka abomu a omatimi apam omo no eye pamanfo chem say it is high time the immigration and I said the foreign affairs ministry no wo mo emia security ni mu ewo krodwem ha pa esan say niema ekodwaman so a ekonkofo ye mu titire ni FDA fo nso fo mo hu enji mu bi no enye sa yansha na Ghana yante insempa ewo krodwem mu hanum se abusia yenda mo ase na yemfa se da PSA ma obi bia se munya abre de ehwe